Yeah.
I gotta go. Have fun.
Hey, Fong. What's up?
What's up, man?
Mac, thank you so much for making time for us, man. We appreciate it, man. We're real excited you're here, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Hello.
And
Hello, man.
we're playing Dang, man. Full rotation, bro. It's doing well. Your super fans are here from Utah. This is just about you today, man. It's gonna be super positive and just we're just gonna have some fun out here, all right?
Perfect.
Okay, cool. So let's get you mic'd up.
Oh, yeah.
The camera?
Mic me
Cool.
up. Mic me up.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay. Check 1, 2. All right. You guys excited? Yeah. You guys ready? Are you guys ready for this? Salt Lake City? We got a special guest in the building today, you guys. Right behind that curtain. Make some noise one time, Salt Lake City, for Mac Miller. Y'all came out for him. Let's go. Come have a seat, man. I'm gonna grab you a mic, man. We got a mic for Mac? Let's get a mic for Mac, too.
Hello.
Oh, perfect. Check 1, 2. There you go, my man.
This is very intimate. I like it.
Yo, so let's talk, man. Let's talk about some things. The Divine Feminine Tour, obviously, kicked off a couple weeks ago, right, in the ATL.
Yeah.
Album, out in September. It's been out.
Yeah, man. It's been out for a little bit.
Last night at Red Rocks, I know that venue very well. I usually head out to Denver once in a while. And how was that, man? How was last night?
I actually think it was the greatest show I've ever done. So,
okay.
That's good. But it just felt really good. It was like, I don't know, man. You're always trying to put together the perfect set.
Right.
And it never happens. You know what I mean? Like there's always some type of thing that could have gone, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, that could have gone better. But last night just felt very correct.
Cool.
You know what I mean? So it was good, man. It was great energy. It's the most beautiful venue in the world.
Okay.
I was satisfied.
And tonight, Salt Lake City, we're going to make this the best stop, right?
Yeah.
Right? This is going to be the one.
We are like, where's the actual venue at?
So it's called the Great Saltair. Yeah, it's out on the Salt Flats.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna take some pictures for Instagram. Man.
Definitely for the gram, bro. Definitely. You got a gram.
You know?
All right, man. So, you know, we kind of opened it up to the fans on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that, asking questions. So I think one main question everyone had was, they want some insight on like the process of recording the Divine Feminine album. You know, where were you? How long did it take?
Well, this one was like a solid year, and I think the thing that was a bit different with this recording of this album was it was in a lot of different places, right?
Okay.
So like I was the only constant and everything was a variable. And that goes from, like where usually it's like, you know, same engineer,
right.
Same studio, you know, same people coming into work. Where this was like me switching up the place every single time and continuing to build and build and build on records. So some was in New York, some was in LA, some was in Pittsburgh, some was in like an apartment, some, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like it's all over the place. So, but it was just a lot of post work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you do what you do that day, and then you spend 6-7 months getting it to where you feel is like good, and then you're still working, and then someone comes in like, yo, like this is due tomorrow, and you're like, no, and then you're like trying, like literally I'm working, if it's due at like 6 in the morning
yeah.
to the label, like I'm in there at like 5:59, and you know, working, and then like 3 days later sending them another album.
So do you think that's like part of it is where you're trying to perfect it so much to the point where it's to the last second?
I always thought I was crazy, and I still do, but like, yeah, because like my mind doesn't turn off. You know what I mean? Like, so I can think of a million different things to add and take away, and that's something I'm learning is how to, what's actually necessary to add and all that stuff is like, however, I watched a documentary, the Tribe Called Quest movie.
Yeah,
The Tribe Called Quest movie, and it made me feel okay because they said like that they used to have to go and basically take the album from Q2. So like that made me feel better about what I do.
Got it. Okay. So as a fan myself, man, since like Blue Slide Park, take you back to 2011 for a sec, to now, I've noticed as a fan that your music is like evolved. You know what I mean? You've grown. Your sound is. Would you say that's part of your journey, your life?
I think as you become older as a human, I think my music reflects my journey as a human being. So as you continue to get older as a human being, you get more comfortable with self, and you start to learn more about self, and I think I've just been learning how to put that on a record. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also I think just like not being as afraid to do different things that, you know, like people don't necessarily expect from me.
Right.
I hate expectations. They're so stupid. Like with music, it's like such a weird thing to have expectations. Like for someone to sit there and be like, I know what this person's album's gonna sound like. Like really think about that. Like if a new Drake album's coming out and someone's like, I know what this is gonna sound like. Like don't even think that. Like, you know what I mean? Just let yours like experience it one at a time. I think that's really important. You know, I had some kid at the show, this is a completely random story, but you brought up Blue Slide Park, and I had a kid at the show yesterday that told me he's been listening to me since he was 12, and I felt so like, it was surreal.
Right.
Because I was like, you were, like at one thing I was like, you were 12 once, like that's crazy, and then the other thing was like, you listened to me when you were 12. So that's a random story to segue into the next question.
It's all good, man. I brought it up. You're right. So one of my personal favorite songs off the album is Dank with Anderson .Paak, man. Obviously you hear it on U92, everybody hears it. Dope song, man. Super vibey, super funky. Yo, man, how did that collaboration come about, man? Like, how do you, when you have an idea, do you have an idea of who you want on the songs as you're creating them?
Well, I never stick to any formula, so everything is different, but for that song, it was a case of when I heard Anderson, I was like, I need to work with, I think there's some type of device going off, sorry. Okay, where I'm like, I need to collaborate with this human being right here. He's so good, man.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And I was on tour, and like sometimes I just get impatient, and I'm just like, yo, send me something, you know what I mean? Like, like we're busy, I can't, because I'd really like to be in the studio, but I just had him like send me some stuff he had been working on that I could potentially use. And like I'm listening to a bunch of stuff and it's cool, and I hear that, and I was just instantly like, well, this is it. You know what I mean? So did that. It was great.
Cool.
Good times.
All right, so these are more fan questions, man. Like I said, from Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook. First of all, man, your epic video on the Nightly Show. I think all of us saw it, right?
Yeah, man.
Obviously, you had that song Donald Trump. You have an opinion. What's your opinion today, man? Like on the presidential race, what's going on right now?
Well, no one needs to like cheer or boo. You know what I mean? It's gonna speak my piece. You know what I mean? But like, I don't think in any there should ever be a President Donald Trump. I think that would be horrible, personally. I think it would be great to do. I think we should move forward, you know, and Hillary Clinton and having the first female president, like that's progression. That's like something that we would be achieving, rather than having a president that's trying to like separate people. So.
Well, we're giving away YG tickets this week on the air, and we're running "Fuck Donald Trump" in the promo.
Yeah, so. Hell yeah.
Just let you know.
Did you say "fuck Donald"?
I just did, didn't I?
Cool. I was holding back. I didn't know. I was like, I thought it was a radio thing. Like I was trying to come up with a cool
We got good guys that know how to bleep. We got good bleeps in the building. We're good.
That guy. I didn't want to do that.
There it is. Who are you bumping in your phone these days, man? Like, who are the artists that you like to rock out to, man?
Let's see. I listen to like a bunch of like I've been listening to a lot of like Otis Redding, Isley Brothers.
Okay.
Like Stack stuff, because I went to Stacks and we just started listening to a lot of that. Anderson, listen to Kendrick, Vince Staples.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vince is my favorite ever.
Is he?
He's the most solid. He is the most solid human being that I think I've ever met in this music thing that we do.
And if anyone in the room doesn't know about Vince Staples, you need to do yourself a favor
it's like,
and check him out for sure.
There's certain people that that anytime they speak, like rap, sing, anything they do, they should be on the biggest platform ever. Like he's one of those. Like sometimes when I speak, I sound like an idiot, but like he always sounds really, really like he's brilliant. So
cool.
Vince Staples, man.
There we go. Any artist that you'd like to produce for or work with in the near future is a question.
I really want to work, because I'm really trying to produce a lot now.
Right.
Got my album out, and I was planning next year yesterday, and I was like, ooh, I want to like build the studio of all studios. I'm finally gonna do it. You know what I mean? Cool. Like, I'm so excited for that. I would really love to do some work with like Drum. That would be really tight.
He was just out here, man. We brought him out.
Yeah, he's awesome. Like shout out like sources of positive energy. I mean, like that's a good thing. I'm glad that's cool now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like for a minute, I remember when you were like everyone was like positive. That's not cool. But now it's like you can have a positive outlook on the world and on yourself, and it can be like cool.
I can't even mimic that, so I'm gonna let you have that one. Do you have a routine before each show? Is what a fan wanted.
Yeah, okay. My old routine was when I first started. I love this. I used to. Well, you said fuck. I used to shit and puke before every show. Every show, it was nuts, man. Like that, it was gross. Like, it was like I used to go, like people would be walking into the show and I'd be outside puking. And they'd be like, you know, like, have a good show. like I don't know, it's like nerves. Like, you know what I mean? Like I still get nervous.
Yeah.
I like before the show we'll be hanging out, and then like an hour before, so this like basically what I mean is I don't do that anymore, but it's still, I still have those nerves. So like an hour before the show, like I just kind of turn into a weirdo and just
like an introvert. You just turn it. Yeah.
Very introverted.
Yeah.
And I'll just sit there like, you know what I mean? And like there'll be a room full of people and everyone's having a great time, and I don't know if I am, but I'm just like I need like a little, like I need to quiet my mind and get a little silence, You know, because regardless of if it's for 100 people or 100,000 people, it's like, it's a show, you know, and it's a moment to connect with them. And I pray before every show. Always pray.
Cool. All right.
Don't know who to, but just pray.
And so I got a lot of texts, man, when you added Selection
Yeah,
to the tour, man. I got a lot of texts, a lot of homies that follow it. And how did that happen, man? How did you, when did that come about?
Selection hoodie currently. Just in case anyone was like, "What's he wearing?" I'll let you know. You know, because there's it's like, I don't know. I just want to do my part in helping to be some type of bridge for anyone that cares about good music.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Nah, I feel that.
That's a group of people who care about good music, and they make interesting, very good music, and they supported me. You know what I mean? Like they have like their thing they do on Apple Music
Right.
that they supported me on, and also Julio, DJ Hooligan.
Yeah.
Who's actually currently on the tour, because it's like a different Selection DJ.
Cool.
Different times. We actually became friends when I lived in New York. We hung out a lot.
Dope.
Which is great when you can just tour with your friends, man. That's a great thing. It's cool. Makes it easier.
Absolutely.
Because I've toured with people that you don't even really see.
Right. Right.
It's kind of weird.
And lastly, man, so hip hop and music culture here is like alive and well in Utah specifically. You know, I got a lot of, you know, we do, I do this segment called Bars where we feature local MCs who can spit like 16 fire bars, and we make a promo out of it. We run it on the air. We send people to the website to check it out, man. So a lot of aspiring artists, writers, producers, everybody out here, man. Just some words of motivation, man, from you.
I honestly think that today's day and age, the most important thing you can do is learn as much as you can about your craft. And I think the other thing is that there's so many aspects, like for people that are aspiring and want to be in the music industry, right? Like, there's so many cool things to do, you know? Like, don't just go directly and be like, rapper. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many awesome parts of the
if we were able to peel
process.
back the curtains all the time, people would see that there's all sorts of different levels and different positions.
Like, there's like, you know, from engineering and producing, but even if you are like an artist, like learn those things too. Like, because this is the thing, is if they took everything away from me and all I had was an iPhone, I couldn't make an album. If I didn't have an iPhone and I had a Droid, I don't know. But but I'm just saying, like it's important to know what's going on. I think it's important to be aware and to learn multiple things about what you're doing. So if you're an aspiring artist, man, like take in information. Information is power.
Well, man, I just want to say thank you so much, man, for making time before the show tonight.
Thank you.
For all the words, man, that you share with us, man. And like I said, thank you for making good music that we can play on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for that, man. We appreciate that. We love you for that. I think we've made the fans wait long enough, man. We're going to get them lined up for some photos.
They're like, shut up and just take a picture of you.
But yeah, so we'll get that cracking, y'all. So if everyone want to meet Sarah over here on this side and line up, we'll get you guys lined up and we'll take some photos up here, okay?
I go this way.
Make some noise for Mac one time, y'all. Come on.